What's going on, Star Citizen fans? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one. So today we are going to fly around and enjoy the awesomeness of the Argo Moth. Mine, of course, has a name, the VRS Emberline. So it's not about salvage. With this ship, it's definitely about scavenge. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Argo Moth. So right off the bat, I was like, let me go ahead and see if I can get these Galderans on here and see if the grid can accommodate. So definitely not. This Galderan is not going to fit on here, so that is a no-go. So my assumption is probably weapons that are size 4 and lower are going to be better. Now, I found some cargo, so let's start stacking that cargo. This is literal cargo Jenga on this thing. After a funny moment where, as I was about to fracture this, I noticed that somebody in a vulture was trying to scrape the hull. Eventually they backed off. I'm going to go ahead and fracture this, and this is where this ship really shines, because with these big old arms to fracture, it may take a little bit of time. Maybe it seems a little slow, but the reality is once the shields are down, really as a solo player, you can just go around and fracture anything as long as the shields are down, and then just collect all that juicy, delicious construction material. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect all this, you know, money, money, money. So after going ahead and scavenging some delicious construction material and cargo, I'm gonna go ahead and head to Nick's and see what I can sell. I don't care what anyone says, the Glacian Belt is gorgeous, and really, Levski is a proper place. I almost feel like Levski is the home to the Star Citizen version of Belters, to be honest. But man, this never gets old flying up to Levski. I love this place. Now, as I'm flying up the Levski, I actually decided to unload my cargo on the external freight elevators. For some reason, it just feels right, as all the cargo is external except for the 32 SCU. So, which brings me to a point where I didn't mention this earlier, but as everyone already knows, this ship can hold 224 SCU of cargo, 32 on its cargo elevator that it has, and then the rest is outside. I mean, that's what makes this ship, I think, super amazing, for especially if you're going to solo. As I mentioned earlier, you can just, if you can find a ship with the shields down, or you can manage to get in the ship, take the shields off, you can pull components, put them on that little cargo grid that goes inside, that drops down the 32 SU cargo grid, and then fracture it. You've not only just gotten salvage, but you've scavenged the ship. This ship, I think, is a very diverse ship where you can do cargo hauling and you can do scavenging. It's not like it just is only for salvaging. This is what I love about this ship. And this is why currently right now it is one of my new favorites. I didn't really think I was going to like this, to be honest. I really thought I was going to just like, whatever. But after getting on it, and with its ability to have cargo on the outside, and I can solo it in munch ships, and I can basically solo this myself if I wanted to. I don't do too much hull scraping, but the reality is that you can still do so much more with the ship. And even though, yes, the offensive weapons are really small, at least you have something with the missile rack on top. I think is what makes it really great. So I didn't want to like the ship, I really didn't, but it got me. And I ended up having to make it my own. So I love this thing. This thing is not only a good salvage ship, but it is definitely by far a good all-around daily, I will admit. Now, I will say having a stairwell would have been better than always having all these ladders. But again, it's an Argo ship. It's a, John Deere type situation, construction. So it is definitely not meant for all the best convenience and, luxury. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some cargo. One of the interstellar missions is to take some cargo from Levski and pick up cargo somewhere else in Stanton, and then take it all to Area 18. And again, just look at this, easy peasy. Taking it off of the freight elevator on the exterior, putting it on the ship. Like, it cannot get any easier than this. And with being able to haul 224 SCU of cargo, there's most of these missions you can do every single bit of it, no problem. Like, unfortunately, the ship does have bugs. Currently, there's an issue with the ejection on, I think, the left side of the ship, and also the scrapers, the hull scrapers are not currently working the way they should as well. But even though it has its problems currently right now, this ship, I still love it. And the view of it from behind, I love the ship. I will say this is the one attractive portion of it, and with the two pylon arms in the front, it just gives it a little bit more of a pointy silhouette. I really love this ship, hands down. Another day, another bit of credits from salvaging, scavenging, and hauling with the new Argo Moth, aka the Emberline. So tell me, guys, what do you guys think about this ship? Do you think that it's worth the money? It was not cheap, that is for sure. However, what it gives you in return, in my opinion, is worth it for being a medium salvage ship. But of course, as always, guys, that's all I have today. I hope you enjoyed my video about the Argo Moth. Please like and subscribe, share my videos, it helps my channel grow. And as always, it's your boy Raptor Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.